Tesla officially started tempering Model 3 expectations. Jalopnik gives us an interior look at Model 3 and a look at Model 3 budget expectations. Here are your Tesla tidbits for April 7th, 2017. We start today with an official blog post from Tesla comparing Model S to Model 3. We already saw Elon doing this via Twitter, but for those less hardcore among us that may not follow his Twitter account, Tesla more or less officially repeated him via their blog on the website. They note that they have received the question of whether folks should trade in their Model S for a Model 3, and they answer saying, quote, "While Model 3 will be our newest car, it isn't version 3 or the next generation Tesla. Our higher-priced premium models still include the most advanced technology and the best driving experience we have to offer," end quote. They also reinforce the fact that the Model 3 isn't so much the little brother to Model S as it is a cousin. Quote, "Model 3 is smaller, simpler, and will come with far fewer options than Model S, but it makes driving feel effortless and offers a good range of at least 215 miles for our starting model," end quote. They close somewhat subtly, but with the spirit of Elon's statement about anti-selling the Model 3. Quote, "While innovation at Tesla will never stop, the very best vehicles we make are already available for purchase and on the road today," end quote. So there we go. Firstly, it would seem between Elon's comments and this post that maybe we shouldn't expect some of the options that are on the Model S and Model X, such as maybe the premium options package and possibly the tow hitch going by the wayside, or maybe other things like the vegan seats or the upgraded charger. Secondly, due in part to the first, we are highly unlikely to see anything we haven't already seen make it to the production car. Really, the only suspense left is what options we may not get that are on the existing production models and what the cost of the options we do get will be. Okay, I promise you I'm not going to make a story each night of the Model 3 release candidates that we see, unless, of course, there's something new to talk about. Regardless, do check the Twitter account out, as even if I see a sighting with no new info, I'll tweet it out so we can all enjoy it. All sightings are not newsworthy, obviously. Anyhow, this one is, as Jalopnik has captured some snaps of a Model 3 in Tesla's beautiful blue, giving us a new color on the Model 3 to drool over, as well as some blurry snaps of the interior. The interior snaps, while blurry, do show us a couple things. Firstly, and most easily seen, is the wood trim's still a thing on Model 3. So if you're a fan of wood trim, rejoice! The other important thing to note, although less clear, is a look at the UI on the screen. One thing is certain, the screen is divided into two distinct sections for the apps to use, much as Model S and Model X already do, just vertically divided rather than horizontally divided. The apps themselves are super blurry and near impossible to tell what they are. The one on the right looks like it may possibly be just the mapping software, and I've not even a guess at the left app. It looks like the interface will operate via tabs on the right side of the screen rather than at the top as in Model S and Model X. The climate controls remain at the bottom, and at least in this snap, apparently the speed doesn't matter according to the car, as the speedometer doesn't appear to be surfaced. On the exterior, it looks like the nose is just slightly sharper than it was in the prototype car, but it's largely the same design as reported earlier. A flurry of sightings in the last couple days. We can only hope we continue to see this steady drip all the way through to the final reveal. Lastly, YouTube channel Teslanomics has a video up about Model 3 reservation holders and their expected budgets for the car. Using data from Model3Tracker.info, he's put together an impressive data model, including a breakdown of locations. The result was a median budget of around $50,000. Now, the interesting bit of this, as I've lamented in other instances, is that, in my opinion, the tracker site is super optimistic about the price of options on the car. My personal configuration, containing an upgraded battery, all-wheel drive, enhanced autopilot, white seats, carbon fiber trim, multi-coat red paint, and the all-glass roof, is valued at just $49,100 by the tracker. I personally believe this same configuration will cost somewhere more near $57,000. It would be interesting to see the budgets if there were a more conservative pricing model, but I guess we've got a few months before being able to confirm those. You can find the links to today's full stories in the show description. This show operates on a value-for-value model. If you get some value out of what I do each day, please consider supporting me at patreon.com/Tesla Tidbits. As always, thanks to super patrons John Waltauer, Drew Schuyler, Cookie UK, and John Waller for supporting the show at the $10 plus level. If you have nothing extra to spare, no worries. Please feel free to support the show with your positive iTunes and YouTube feedback and subscriptions, as well as other services across the internet. Lastly, if you're in the market for a a Tesla, you can get yourself $1,000 off while supporting the show and super patron Drew Schuyler by using the referral link ts.la/Andrew1233. That's all for today. If you have feedback for me, the best way to be heard is to tweet at Tesla Tidbits. I'll see you back here again next week. Until then, keep it charged and hit the road.